Hello, my name is Hae-Sun Kim, advisor of Gangnam Labor Law Firm. Today with Labor Attorney Jung Bong-soo, we will cover a case which is regarding whether the research head is considered as employee or owner of the organization. So could you explain the background story of this case, please?
Okay. Hello, how are you today? This is Bong-soo Jung, Korean labor attorney. Today I'd like to introduce the labor case that is the research head of the cosmetic company. So she had to quit his job due to the first resignation. Then employee this research head asked this labor firm he want to receive some the dismissal allowance because the company didn't inform him the 30 days early early notice. So then I explained to him. So he's already had to sign the resignation letter, so he submitted. So that means he accepted the resignation. So it's not termination. So he's not qualified for such a dismissal allowance. However, I asked him whether the employee, this research head received something like unpaid leave allowance. So she has worked for this institute for 4 years. Then she must have so many unused annual leave allowances. So, but company had not paid anything about it. So he told me he never taken the annual leave for during his the 4 years service there. So it must be something more than 40 unused annual leaves he must get for its unused compensation. So then I suggest to him we can take a legal action for unpaid the allowances for annual leave. So then I represented this research head and submitted the petition to the labor office as a labor attorney, and this employee is qualified for some kind of the unused allowance for annual leave. So we calculated it's about almost 20 million Korean won. So we claimed, and we attended the investigation hearing and explained he had worked as employee and he is qualified for unused annual leave allowance. So then labor inspector agreed as long as this research head is employed, he is qualified, he is entitled to some unused annual leave allowances. So then later, the labor inspector investigated the employer and why they didn't pay this research head for unused annual leave allowance. So they claimed this research head, research center head, she is not employee. She worked as a chief of that research center, and she is regarded as a director. Also, she owned some stock share from the subsidiary company. So also the employee has this research head used the company car as his own private car. Also, company provided him the credit card, corporate credit card, so he could use a certain amount of money. So considering those facts, the labor inspector concluded this research head could not be an employee. So he concluded that and sent us the result of his investigation. So in this case, she concluded this case. This research head, because research head is not employed, so she's not qualified. She's not entitled to this unused annual leave allowance. So now we received the result like this one as a paper yesterday. So now when I review this one, I think this labor inspector didn't investigate the case fully. So I explained to research head about this case. So we to judge the employee, the status, we have to consider, according to the Article 2, the definition of employee. Employee means to provide the labor service in return for the wage, receiving wages. So I think this employee, this research head worked as an employee so based on many regions. So based on this definition of employee, we need to prepare very detailed information for each section, like to prove whether the person is employee or not. We have to focus on whether the employee worked as have to work as individual supervision relation. That means he has to follow company regulation or has to work in the designated area or during the designated working hours. Also, his salary must be related with his own labor service. So in this case, I think we have to provide all tangible evidence related to each different section. So I told the research head, so we still have an opportunity to prove. It depends on what evidence we have. So when we provide very detailed the evidence to each required section to prove whether the person is employee, not the employer, then we have to we have to prepare all detailed information. That is my guide to this research head. So I'm going to prepare each different section for the personnel supervision part, also some wage supervision part. That means wage subordinate part, also personnel subordinate part. When we prove that part very clearly, then we can get recognition as we can verify this the research head worked as an employee. Yeah.
I see. So from the Labor Commission's point of view, I think this is like a civil official, and they are lack of field experience. So the criteria to judge whether this research head is employee or employer maybe somewhat different criteria. So next time when you as a labor attorney represent the research head, then and together with all this proof of an evidence document, I'm sure that you will they will maybe decide that this is an employee rather than employer.
Yeah. So yeah, of course it depends on tangible evidence. So I think what you submit was the limited document, but now we have to get all documents to satisfy each different section. So she worked as an employee, physically. Also, his earning was closely related with his the labor provision rather than profit of his the active work there. So I think when you satisfy two requirements like personnel subordinate relation, also wage subordinate relation, then I'm sure we can win this case. Yeah.
I see. I look forward to a good result. And do you wish to add some more comments on this?
Yeah, I think whether the person is employee or not, I think this issue is becoming very common, and we have a lot of cases related to this topic. So I want to review. Also, I want to study this part more, so I can actually I want to develop my manual to judge whether the person employed or not. So actually this paper for master degree was related with some this kind of the employee status and how to prove those status. So I made some table or some calculation table. So whether how to prove which part is which belong to employee status or unemployed status, like non-employee status. So when I use such a table, I'm sure it will be easy to prove. So, but however, I have to pay attention to prepare well. Yeah.
I look forward to a good result on this matter. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for watching. Okay, bye bye.